Hello, welcome to Gutter Trash, episode 161. Echo. What? My name's Eric.
I'm Jason.
What up?
Happy New Year. Is it New Year's yet?
It's not New Year's yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. Let's see, what was today? The 27th?
Yeah,
26th. So this will probably go up before New Year's.
This will probably go up, probably tomorrow night.
Oh, okay.
Maybe Wednesday night.
Yeah.
So the 27th or the 28th.
Yay.
When this will happen.
Yay.
Yeah.
So it's Christmas time.
Nope.
No? I'm confused.
Christmas was yesterday.
Oh. Well, how was your Christmas?
We'll talk about that later, I guess.
Oh, okay. Sounds like very exciting then.
No? Echo, Moon Lake.
Echo.
Terry Moore. Let's get into this.
Yeah. Let's jump right in.
Yeah. I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to do this book?
This show.
Oh. Uh-oh. It's not a good sign.
Yeah.
I should have brought you Jell-O shots.
No.
Yeah. Moon Lake by Terry Moore from his
Yes.
Echo series.
Yes.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Do you like it?
I did.
Huh? I'm surprised.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess honestly I wasn't quite sure what you would think about it, but I thought you would lean more towards the dislike.
I really did too. Yeah. This is the first thing I've ever read by Terry Moore.
Yep.
And I've always thought it looks like one of those things that was quality but totally not for me.
Right.
You know? Like there's a ton of things I think are good, but I couldn't care less about them.
Right. Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings,
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that, yeah. But, yeah, I thought it was really good. I thought he's a much stronger storyteller than I would have expected.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you expect?
I don't know. I really don't know. I think I expect it to just be kind of like TNA sci-fi.
Oh, wow. Totally misread that. Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, that was before I read it.
Right. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. You totally misread what he was, beforehand.
He's always doing these like little art books that are like, hot babes and...
Not really.
Yeah.
No.
I know we've ordered like 3 different ones, and one of them had the word hot babes in the title.
Probably ironically.
Okay.
Because, that is everything that he is not.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
see, like I said, I'd never read them. So I was, basing my opinion
On falsities.
on falsities. And I mean, like the cover has a big-breasted lady, and
Moderately breast.
Strangers in Paradise always had like hot ladies all over the cover. So
Moderately hot.
yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I didn't think it was like going to be tarot or anything,
Right.
but
It sounds like you maybe thought it was going to be tarot.
I was hoping there'd be naked ladies riding sharks with pentagrams on their gloves,
Yeah.
and it just never got there.
Nope. Well, this is a 30-issue long series, so,
Well, yeah.
this is just representative of the first 5
Oh,
issues.
okay. Yeah. Yeah, because maybe it took tarot a few years to get.
Right, yeah.
No, I think it was like that from the beginning. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, you basically had no clue what Terry Moore was actually about.
No, not at all.
Alright.
I mean, like even Frank Cho, like Liberty Meadows. I mean, that's maybe comparable, right? Like that kind of style.
I would say that's more TNA than
Exactly.
this.
Well, see, I'd read some Liberty Meadows, just like the strips,
Right.
and like that seemed to me, it's like that was the closest thing I could compare this to Terry Moore to, and my brain was Frank Cho.
Alright.
Because it looked like, a strong female character, but she's always like bouncing around
Right.
her boobs. And that's like that. I think I was thinking more like Frank Cho style. That's what it was. Frank Cho.
Yeah.
That's what it would be. But
Yeah, it's not.
no, not at all.
Yeah. I mean, I like Liberty Meadows, enough. Yeah. I really like Frank Cho. He's a good artist.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's polar opposites, I think.
Yeah.
Because Terry Moore is more about the strong women just being people.
Yeah.
Just happen to have boobs, and it's not really a thing that, well, I guess maybe a little bit in this book, a thing to focus on.
Oh, yeah. But that's just more like for humor.
Right.
It's not even like it's not an erotic or arousing scene or anything. It's more like just relationship humor.
Yeah. I don't know where to go with this here.
I guess we should talk about the story for a bit.
I guess. Yeah. I don't know. Alright, here's my problem.
Yeah.
I read the first 5 issues. In order to read those first 5 issues, I had to find them. Because I had been buying this book since it came out.
Monthly.
Bi-monthly, whatever.
Right.
It's 30 issues, speaking of Terry Moore.
Right.
It's 30 issues. I was buying them. I think I read up to like issue 10 before I just stopped reading them.
Okay.
But I was still continuing to buy them with the intent of reading the entire thing in one shot.
Because you liked it.
Because I liked it.
Yeah.
I would classify myself as a fan of Terry Moore. So I bought all the issues and I just sort of set them aside and, as the years pass, all my books get disorganized and cluttered, and so
buried under piles of other books.
Right. So I had to find the first 5 issues of this, and then when I did that, I was like, well, I should probably find the rest of the issues because I know I have them all now.
Right.
And maybe this would be a good time to finally read them, the entire series.
Yeah.
So I, in the process, I wound up organizing like thousands of books.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, this just happened this past week. But I found all 30 issues of Echo.
Sweet.
I read the first 5 issues, and then I read the next 25 issues.
Oh, okay. Yikes.
Pretty much in one sitting.
Okay.
So I have all 30 issues swimming in my head right now.
This would be like if we were reviewing a movie and I only wanted to talk about the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. So, should I tell you how this one ends so you know where to stop?
No, I know where to stop on this. But my problem comes from the fact that I've now seen like the entire, picture of what happens.
Right.
And so I don't know if that's going to cloud my judgment.
Oh, this is interesting. This is interesting. This might actually be a good thing because I can tell you, what I get from it, and then maybe you can tell me if I'm wrong or not. Or
Yeah.
It starts out with a lady flying in this like costume, this suit, this metal suit, and for some reason she's like testing it, and they're shooting missiles at it to see see what happens, I guess, and it looks it's kind of ambiguous, but it looks like she gets blown up and the suit like is fragmented into a million pieces, and this is like over the desert. It's like a military test thing, and the main character of the volume I read, Julie, happens to be out taking photos, and a large chunk of the suit falls into her truck.
Yeah.
So, basically this story is about her dealing with finding this stuff and like how it becomes a part of her life.
Right. Well, she gets pelted with like these old pellets, like the suit and the woman presumably break down into like these little tiny marble-sized pellets that cover her and her truck entirely. She gets home and she finds like there's a more cohesive chunk of it in the back of her truck, and she's just examining it, and it attaches to herself, and all the little beads that are stuck to her skin all migrate to it, sort of forming like a metallic silver bra.
Sort of like the scene in Terminator 2 when the little liquid metal
a little bit, yeah.
rolls over to Robert Patrick.
Yeah. And then when she goes back out to her truck to go to the emergency room, because she now has a burning piece of metal stuck to her.
Right.
All the pellets from the truck migrate to her as well. And thus begins the entire story.
Yeah.
All 30 issues worth.
So, Annie, the lady piloting the suit at the very beginning, that when it blows up, like, I mean, it seems like one of those comic book things, where it's like, she's dead, but there's no body.
Right.
And it seems kind of ambiguous. Like, it seems like something like they might come back to later.
Right.
My gut feeling is that she is alive. Like the suit somehow protected her. But, I don't know if I want you to spoil it for me.
Right.
Because I kind of want to read the rest of them.
Right. Let me flip through this here.
Okay.
Because there's an answer to that question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at the very end of this, Julie has this, like, flashback when this soldier's trying to pry the suit off her.
Right.
And it's, like, of her, of Annie, like, talking to some Walter or whatever his name is. I forget his name. Will.
Yeah. It's, yeah. All right. Well, then I think that that is clue enough that I'm just going to spoil it for you.
Oh.
Annie is alive inside the suit.
Oh, okay.
And as it...
it's like her consciousness.
Basically, it's her memories, her consciousness.
Okay. That was one theory that popped in my head. Like, I wonder if she's gone, but Julie will be haunted with her.
Right. It's basically that, yeah. It's kind of like Haunt. The Tubman from Robert Kirkman thing. Yeah, she is somewhat alive inside the suit, and as the story progresses, we get to see more of that and how it affects Julie and the rest of the supporting cast, who we meet, I think, almost everyone in this first trade.
Like Dan the biker and
Dylan, the park ranger who is trying to investigate the occurrence at Moon Lake.
Yeah, he was the ranger at the park where it happened, I guess.
Right,
and he sort of heard the explosion. And then there's like this, there's also this like creepy homeless guy who apparently was there.
Yeah.
Because he has a piece of the metal on his hand in this issue.
Right.
And, there's definitely no closure with that character in the first 5 issues. The last thing you see is him murdering someone and, like claiming that he's the, herald of the apocalypse, basically.
Yeah.
So it's obviously setting him up to come back and
he does
wreak some havoc.
Yeah.
He's a very violent and crazy man.
He is indeed. I'm not going to spoil anything about that at all. Other than you pretty much got it. He'll be back, and he's violent.
Yeah.
There's also the character of Ivy Raven, the sort of black ops secret agents that the company who hired Annie to create the metal suit. They've hired Ivy to recover, to track down Julie because they know she has the suit, and
she was taking pictures, and they think she might
have seen something.
Document, right?
She might have seen them blow the shit out of Annie.
Yeah, which could be bad for business.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that is so bizarre. Yeah, Ivy's a great character.
Yeah,
like a good detective. Like again, like you said, it seems like he's all about the strong women characters.
Yeah,
because there's like 3 in this book.
Yeah, 2 of them just happen to be the same person.
Yeah. What? Same person?
I said 2 of them happen to be the same person.
Well, I was thinking Annie and Julie and Ivy.
Right.
Okay,
2 of them are the same
Annie
person.
And Julie. Okay. Well, one of them is wearing the other one. Leatherface wearing.
Yeah, like Ed Gein. Yeah. It's Buffalo Bill's lady suit.
Oh, it puts the lotion on the skin.
Yeah, there's not a lot to this 5 issues. The first 5 issues, it seems like it's just a lot of setup.
Yeah, but it kind of starts right out with. It's not like, sometimes you watch a first episode of a TV show or you read a trade paperback and all you really know are the names of the characters. I mean, it really, there's a lot of, I would imagine, a lot of the what is to come is set up in this one,
pretty much.
Action wise, I mean.
Like I said, pretty much every major character is introduced in this first 5 issues. Julie, Dylan, Dan, Ivy. I think Pam is introduced.
Yeah,
Julie's sister.
Her sister's obviously mentally under some sort of mental supervision at a
right.
What do they call those? Mental hospitals? What do they call those? It's not a sanitarium. It's
kind of like a nursing home more than anything.
Is it? Okay.
But she's, a young woman.
No.
She's, I don't want to spoil that either.
Okay.
So I don't know if that is revealed in this trade or not.
No.
Why she's there?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, they didn't say.
All right. But yeah, there's a reason why she's there.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess it starts the adventure because at the very end, spoiler, Julie is kind of trying to get out of town and get away from Foster and his, the evil guy Foster. He's kind of the guy that had Annie blown up, right?
Right. He's the chief scientist at Henry, the company that Annie worked for.
Mm-hmm.
They were building this. It's called the Beta suit, and it's essentially a nuclear bomb that you can wear as a second skin.
And it lets you fly.
It was a jetpack.
Oh, she had a jetpack.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. But
I thought maybe Julie just hadn't figured out how to make it fly yet.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Because that doesn't happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was gonna say this is all the like you said, character introduction and who's good and who's bad, and then it kind of ends with all the quote unquote good guys getting together and trying to kind of establish a base and get away from the scene. So
they head out on the road towards the end of this. At the very end, they're hitting the road to escape from the evil corporation that's after them.
Mm-hmm.
As turns out that Dylan is Annie's boyfriend, who's trying to figure out what happened to her because he hasn't seen her in weeks. And they wind up telling her that, or they tell him that she's dead, but they won't release the body and won't say anything. And
it's all classified.
It's all classified. It's all shady.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty much setting up things that are going to pay off in 20 issues or so. He does a good job of that. I mean, certainly when I originally read the first 5 issues, as they came out, I was intrigued enough to keep going with it.
Yeah, it obviously hooked you.
Right.
I think me too. I actually was looking on our shelves at work today, and we had trades 3 and 4 and maybe 5.
Yeah.
We were missing number 2, so I ordered one. I don't know for sure that I'll buy it, but it was definitely made the impression on me that I was like, this is something we should definitely have in stock. Yeah.
Of course, the omnibus.
Oh, I'm gonna want that.
The complete 30 issue hardback just came out a couple weeks ago.
I think we do have that.
Yeah. I read all 30 issues in probably about 4 hours.
Wow. It is a fast read.
Yeah.
I read them all. I didn't read them all in one setting because I would read them while I was eating breakfast before I go to work.
Right.
But it is a really quick read, and I think he is a great storyteller.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and I don't mean just like as a writer of stories, but I mean he conveys a lot with
simple panels.
Yeah, simple panels and expressions. I mean, he's great with expressions. Oh, yeah. I'd say he's almost like, like I always think of Kevin Maguire as being like a master of facial expressions, but I think I actually like the way Terry Moore does it better because
it's more cartoony.
Yeah, well, it's more subtle too.
Yeah,
I think because a lot of times Kevin Maguire's faces, I mean, they're almost like, it's almost like, if you told Jim Carrey to look surprised, as opposed to tell, like Kiefer Sutherland to look surprised,
Right.
Like it's almost like too much sometimes.
I think I get what you're saying, and I think the problem is actually the opposite of what you're thinking.
Right.
Because we have Jim Carrey say, act surprised, he's going to do his wacky Jim Carrey rubber face thing.
Right.
And, Kiefer Sutherland is going to use acting skills.
Right, yeah.
I think the problem is that Kevin Maguire tends to draw more realistically, I think, than Terry Moore does.
Yeah.
At least comic book realism.
I would agree.
And so I think in order to convey emotion in that style, it has to be a little more over the top.
Right.
Whereas Terry Moore has slightly more of a cartoony look to his work. And so I think he can get away with doing things a little more subtly because everything else is kind of, it's, and when I say cartoony, it's not like,
it doesn't look like Futurama or something.
Right, yeah, or even like, like Scotty Young or
yeah, it's definitely based in realism.
Right, yeah.
But it's not like I know exactly. I mean, it's it's hard to describe it. It is very realistic looking cartoon art.
Yes. Yes.
Like he really captures, I mean, just the way, like posturing and it's not just the facial expressions, it's like just the way people present themselves and kind of like Frank Quitely, how like we talked about the way he draws Superman and it says a lot, although Frank Quitely is super cartoony,
Right. But it's also based in a realism.
Right.
I think, I think he and Terry Moore. I mean, obviously different styles, but I think a similar sensibility.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's, I mean, there's a lot of background information too. He really, it's weird too because I mean, it seems very like plain in places, like very white without a lot of shading or detail. Yeah. But if you really look at it, I mean, he puts just enough detail that you know exactly, where the character is and what's going on.
Yep.
But he doesn't like there's a scene here where this Ivy and her daughter, I assume Lulu, are out in the field and there's enough grass and rocks that you can tell they're out in the grass.
Right.
But there's like giant chunks of just white where like some artist would fill in like tons of blades of grass and stuff, and it's, it would not really be necessary obviously because I could totally tell where they're at.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, he definitely takes the simple route in most cases. Yeah. I'm impressed. Very impressed.
I'm glad. Because I've been a fan of his for a while. When one of my ex-girlfriends was a huge Strangers in Paradise fan. And which is Terry Moore's book before this, probably the thing he's best known for.
Right. That's the only other thing I know of that he's done, actually.
He's done like some stuff for Marvel and DC here and there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I think he did a run on Runaways and
wow, really?
Yeah, a short run on Birds of Prey, I think, and even I think he did. Spider-Man Loves Mary Jane, or Mary Jane Loves Spider-Man.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember that book.
I didn't realize he did any of that.
Oh, yeah. He's comparatively, very little, but, compared to, a 100 issue plus run on Strangers in Paradise,
right?
30 issues of this, and now he's got his own, or a new book coming out called Rachel Rising.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But this ex of mine was a huge Strangers in Paradise fan. And I had never read it. And, I certainly didn't think that it was a TNA book or anything like that. But,
Or you totally would have read it.
Right, yeah. But no, yeah, I thought it was just like, I don't want to read a girly book,
Right, yeah.
And she wound up buying for me, at the time, like every trade paperback that it was out, which I think was like 7 of them, 8 of them. And, I think I read all of those within like a week. And shortly thereafter that just, I was like, wow, these were excellent. I'm totally gonna pick up every trade from now on. And then I was like, I can't do that. I gotta buy the single issues.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And, like, I think there was like 10 issues that weren't collected yet at the time. So I wound up buying all those. And then, started buying it regularly. Until for some reason I just stopped.
Mm.
And I don't know why.
Huh. With the story lull or something?
Nope.
Yeah. Maybe there was just too many books to buy. I mean, there's too many good books, I think.
There are, yeah.
To buy them all. Or too much. Like, even if I was a millionaire, I just think there's too many good books to read them all.
Yeah.
You know? Unless you're, like, feverishly just scanning everyone and not really enjoying them.
Yeah, it's the one book that, I honestly cannot tell you why I stopped reading it, and it's the one book that I regret stopping, having read it.
Did you go back and buy all the single issues?
No. I would like to go back and buy the trades, since I have the majority of the story in that form.
Right.
I just can never remember where I left off, and I think those run of the trades are out of print now, because I think he went to the, little pocket books.
Yeah, because they advertise the pocket books in the back of here.
Yeah. And I don't want those because they're a different format.
Yeah, but there's only 6 of those. There's only 6 of those.
Yeah, but, I like the way I was getting them.
Yeah. No,
I don't want tiny comics.
Tiny comics are the best.
No. I got a stack of Scott Pilgrim books that I don't know what to do with because they don't fit anywhere else.
You should put them with all your other manga, all your Dragon Ball Z mangas. Like you mentioned, the suit that the story centers around is in fact a bomb.
Right.
And it's interesting because I'd imagine this was the same way in the version you read, but in this trade, before every chapter, there's a quote from Albert Einstein.
Right.
And I imagine that, like, Terry Moore probably did a lot of research about bombs, maybe.
I would guess so.
And, like, probably stumbled upon a lot of great Albert Einstein quotes.
Yeah, they're not all Albert Einstein, but they're all, like, scientific or...
I think all the ones in this one were Einstein. But yeah, they're all just... Well, they're not even all bomb-related. There was one that was, like... There was one that was, like, really... It was just kind of physics-related. It says, now he has departed from this strange world a little ahead of me. That means nothing. People like us who believe in physics know that the distinction between past, present, and future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion. I thought that was weird because that one doesn't really apply other than to, like, Annie might be dead and she's left before, I just thought that was a strange one.
I don't know. I stopped reading them after a while.
Okay.
Because, they don't really have a bearing on the story. So.
Yeah, at first they sort of did, but...
They kind of do throughout. But like I said, it's not all Albert Einstein. There's some Oppenheimer quotes throughout the issues and some like ancient Greek philosopher quotes here and there, and other scientific ones.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Mr. Wizard.
Mr. Wizard. Beekman.
Beekman's World. Yeah, Beaker, maybe.
Beaker, of course. Beep.
I can't believe you so eloquently remembered his quote. I had to read the Einstein one, but you just recited it. It was impressive. So does she ever get totally naked? Because I'm out if she doesn't. Like, you see the suit burner bra straps off, and I'm like, show it already, No.
Yes.
Okay, sweet, I'm in.
Yep.
All right.
And
does she ride a shark with a pentagram on it?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. There's some lesbian love affair stuff going on
Well,
later.
there better be.
Yeah, yeah.
Does Dylan have a menage a trois with only one other person?
Yes. There's some potential pedophilia later on.
Oh, sweet. With Max the dog?
Yep.
Awesome. Yeah, I love, we're kidding. We're dumb.
Yes.
There's a great scene with Max the dog, and this is the page that I was like, wow, he is an awesome storyteller. It's when, Julie goes home after she has this, suit attached to her. I'm trying to find it. Okay, yeah. And, she wakes up, I guess, the next morning, and she thought it was a bad dream or something, and she realizes it wasn't. But there's a page, and there's 6 silent panels, and it, obviously jumps, maybe like, I don't know, who knows, half an hour, on this whole page. But it's so well done. It's like her getting up, taking Max out, feeding him, getting something to drink herself, and then examining the breastplate.
Right.
And it's all silent, and it's done so well. I was really impressed with that.
There's he does that a couple times. He is really good at that. There's some other standout moments throughout the series where he does that. Like there's one scene where Julie and Ivy wind up having a phone conversation. Out in the middle of the desert while Dylan is driving, and the truck dies, and so, like in the foreground, Julie and Ivy are having this argument over the phone, and in the background you just see Dylan working on the truck. It's just,
that's cool.
Weird little thing like that. Or later, Julie is recounting basically the entire story up till that point to someone else, over the course of 6 panels. Where, it's just completely silent panels, but you can tell that she's talking.
Oh, wow.
And, the scene changes, them walking from room to room.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really understands the I guess you would call it the language. Scott McCloud would say the language of comics, probably.
Right.
Because, there's a scene where there's a big explosion, and then, Julie is talking, and you just see this giant word balloon with, tiny little words that are kind of garbled, and you can't really make them out. And
Right.
it's trying to, show that, the explosion has temporarily, deafened her.
Right.
And that was done really, really well, because, that was just a visual trick, and it's not a comedy by any means. No. But there are some, really funny, just little moments.
Light moments, sure.
Yeah, and I think he just overall he knows what he's doing. I was super impressed.
I would recommend the rest of the series too. Mm-hmm. Maybe if you don't want to purchase them, I'll let you lend you the actual issues. Like I said, it takes a couple hours to read.
Right. Yeah.
I'd also really recommend Strangers in Paradise.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the synopsis on that one? Is it just 2 lesbians fucking for 70 issues? Really? Well, I'm out. There
are lesbians.
Oh, there are, really? I was just trying to be dumb.
No, but no, it's just about 2 friends.
Okay.
And one of them has had a super shitty life that eventually comes back to haunt her, and pretty much the series deals with the repercussions of that. I'm also going to tell you this. Echo apparently takes place in the Strangers in Paradise verse.
Really?
Yes. So,
I mean, Echo is pretty realistic, other than the fact that, there's people flying around wearing bombs.
Right, yeah.
Is Strangers in Paradise, just completely realistic?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it's got more of a noir edge to it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's definitely more crime-related than anything else.
Wow.
But yeah, there are no super people in that or anything. Well, there is one issue where there's super people, but it's just a dream.
Yeah, okay. I've had those.
Yeah. But yeah, in the last 5 issues of Echo, a character shows up. Actually, 2 characters show up who were heavily involved in the Strangers in Paradise books.
That's awesome. So I wonder if Rachel Rison's the same.
Yeah, I was curious about that too. I haven't read those yet.
I know nothing about that one.
I know it's a horror comic.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. This Terry Moore might have just made it into my elite cadre of people who I will follow.
Yeah, there you go. That's what we're supposed to do here.
Yeah, this is not something I never would have read if you hadn't picked it.
I didn't pick it.
Oh, that's right. I did. I totally had misjudged this. And we only saw like 5 or 6 copies of Rachel Rising.
Right.
I'm sure it was pretty similar to Echo. I can't really remember.
Sure.
But I would imagine most of our customers don't really know what this is or
Have any clue?
Yeah, and which is weird because, there are some guys that do only buy stuff that's like TNA type stuff.
Right.
But I would imagine a lot of people would really like this who are just passing it over.
Yep. I think so. I think, I don't know. It's hard to say because Mavericks, the customer base there isn't exactly, refined.
There's some really good guys, but
yeah, of course.
There are a lot of blue collar dudes that they've read X-Men for 20, 30 years, and
right,
they're just going to stick with that.
Yeah.
And that's fine if that's what they like, but I really think there's a lot of people that are missing out on stuff that they're just not willing to try.
Right.
And granted, I know it's not easy to, throw out $4 here and there for a random issue of something you don't know if you're going to like.
Right.
But
well, that's what trades are there for. That's why you sell for 25% off every day.
Every day?
Every day.
At Mavericks?
At Mavericks.
Oh, that's a good deal.
And you can special order them, too.
But then you have to pay full price, right?
No.
What?
You still get the 25% discount.
Are you freaking kidding me?
I am not.
Give me the phone.
All right?
I'm going to order them right now.
I don't know.
Okay. I can just do it when I'm at work tomorrow.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, clearly, you have to know the person, to figure out if they're going to like it or not. But I think if you like sci-fi at all, then this is definitely something that you'd enjoy.
And it's not like Battlestar Galactica sci-fi where there's ships and aliens. It's just like I swear it, and I just started to say it's like a Harlan Ellison comic, and I remember there is actually a Harlan Ellison quote on the back of the trade,
right,
where he says like, "This is the kind of book that we need,"
Right, yeah.
And it really is because his sci-fi is always like this. It's like really believable, or not always. I shouldn't say he's wrote some pretty bizarre ones, but it's a lot of times really believable settings and characters with like just some element that's like fucking crazy in sci-fi,
right.
And that's what this is.
Yeah. The book, towards the end of it also tends to get slightly more fantastical than this, but I think for the most part, at least it adheres to its own rules.
Are they talking monkeys?
There's not a talking monkey. But there is something that talks that probably shouldn't.
Is it the shark that the naked lady rides on?
It is the shark with the pentagram.
Okay. Awesome. Well, then I'll stick around to see it.
Yeah. If you just like stories about characters, and you just want to see them develop, and almost become attached to them as if they were real people,
right?
Then read anything that Terry Moore has ever written, because that is his strong suit. Just writing believable, likable characters.
And they're usually... it seems like they're usually women characters.
Mostly, yeah.
Even on the Marvel stuff, because Runaways has like a good mix of men, girls, and boys. But
he is sort of pigeonholed into that, but I'm sure that's something that he doesn't mind.
I wonder why that is. I'm not saying like that's bad or anything, but
because he wants to be a woman.
Oh, he wants to. Okay, that's cool.
I don't know. I once heard that about Sam Keith.
I can see that. He's always, all of his characters are like always transforming, and they're always strong women, or they have a woman inside of them somehow. Yeah, I can see that. But yeah, I will totally recommend this to especially to, like, you know, I mean, there's maybe a dozen female comic customers that are there on a regular basis, and
Right.
it seems like the ladies would like a strong female character every once in a while, other than Power Girl and stuff like that, you know.
I bought this trade for my friend Amanda for her birthday, and I was telling her last week that we were reading this for the show, and she's like, "Yeah, I really like that. I'm definitely going to get the rest of them."
Oh, okay.
So,
we should have had her on.
Yeah. Well, she
Works
is
like 8
unavailable
jobs.
6 days a week.
Yeah. She's a worker.
Yeah. But yeah, perhaps your lady friend would like this.
I really think she would.
If she hasn't already read it.
I don't think she has.
Has she ever read any Shares in Paradise?
I feel like she has read that, maybe. I don't know why I'm thinking that, because I can't remember ever seeing any there in her house, but I think she has.
If she hasn't, then I would highly recommend that as well.
Right.
So, if this is a good one for the ladies.
For the ladies.
And for everyone.
Yeah. It really is. Yeah, like, I didn't get the feeling like I should be a woman if I was reading this.
Right.
Like, it didn't. I just got the feeling that also this would be something that I could recommend to women who are like, you know, I want to read a good story, but I'm tired of women being portrayed in comics as like, you know, fuck dolls, you know.
Right.
No
fuck dolls in this.
Not in the first trade, at least.
Not in the first trade.
Yeah.
Second trade, volume 2, fuck dolls.
Surprisingly, they do have fuck dolls in there. It's not an ironic title. So, Terry Moore, he's written stuff for Marvel, but does he only ever write other stuff other than his creator-owned stuff, or does he draw other stuff?
Mostly only wrote. I know he drew a couple of, or at least one, like, Ultimates Marvel team-up things. The one with Black Widow.
Oh, he drew one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Written by Bendis.
Because, I don't think he's a bad artist. I think he's, like I said, I think he's a decent artist.
Right.
But I think everything that I really, really like about his art is more tied to the way he tells a story than it is like
the actual art.
Because, I mean, we've talked about your screensaver over the years, that you have all these pinups by different people, and while we were reading this, like, you were like, hey, Terry Moore, and there's a picture of Princess Leia, and it wasn't bad, but, like, you know, it wouldn't be anything that was like, who drew that?
Right.
You know, it was just
He's
like...
not flashy.
Right. But his art really, really knows how to serve a story.
Right. I think that's, probably a choice of his own, I would guess, because, it takes a while to draw comics.
Yeah.
If you're going to devote that much time and energy into doing that, might as well be on something that you're going to love to do rather than something you're just getting paid to do.
Right, rather than Spider-Woman loves Mary Jane or something.
Spider-Woman. Actually, that might be a Terry Moore comic.
That might sell a little better, too. For kids.
Right.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No,
but I mean, when I think of that, I would think of a lot more hot action.
Yeah. You would think more of Frank Cho.
Yeah, Frank Cho. Maybe Jim Ballon even.
Oh, yeah. You're never going to tear him away from Sharks with Penguins.
I think you said something like he must have made a deal with the devil because he can somehow make a living just drawing giant naked ladies with pentagrams riding sharks for years now. And that's sustained his life. And that's hey, more power to him.
Right. Well, and I mean, I don't know a thing about tarot other than it's the book that you guys used to wrap in plastic before putting it on the shelves.
Yeah.
But I mean, it doesn't look much more than anything but TNA.
Right.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's an echo in there somewhere.
Who knows? Yeah, maybe like your view of tarot was like my view of Echo. Yeah. And it's really this heartfelt, strong woman story.
Right. But, I mean, clearly he feels he has a story that needs to be told, and
he's letting it out.
Telling it for over a decade now.
with his freak flag flying the whole time.
So everybody, go out and read Echo, go out and read The Witch of the Tarot.
See which one you like better.
We'll take a break.
Sure.
Oh. Oh, baby. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Listen to this. Spy on me, baby, you satellite. Every rep see me move through the night. Aim gonna fire, shoot me right. I'm gonna like the way you fight. I love the way you fight. Now you found the secret code I use to wash away my lonely blues. Well, so I can't deny or lie, 'cause you're the only one to make me fly. You know what you are? You are sex bomb, sex bomb. Yeah. You're a sex bomb. You can give it to me when I need to come along. Give it sex bomb, sex bomb. You're my sex bomb. And baby, you can turn me on. Baby, you can turn me on. You know what you're doing to me, don't you? I know you do. Now don't get me wrong, ain't gonna do you no harm. No. This bomb's for loving and you can shoot it far. I'm your main target, come and help me ignite. Love struggle holding you tight. Hold me tight, dog. Make me explode, although you know the route to go to sex me slow. And yes, I must react to claims of those who say that you are not all that. Sex bomb, sex bomb. You're my sex bomb. You can give it to me when I need to come along. Sex bomb, sex bomb. You're my sex bomb. And baby, you can turn me on. Turn me on, dog. Sex bomb, sex bomb. You're my sex bomb. You can give it to me when I need to come along. Sex bomb, sex bomb. You're my sex bomb. And baby, you can turn me on. You can give me more and more, counting up a score. Yeah? You can turn me upside down and inside out. You can make me feel the real deal. And I can give it to you anytime because you're mine. Sex bomb. Oh, baby. Sex bomb, sex bomb. You're my sex bomb. And you can give it to me when I need to be turned on. Sex bomb, sex bomb. You're my sex bomb. And baby, you can turn me on. Turn me on. And baby, you can turn me on. Turn me on. Baby, you can turn me on. Turn me on. Ooh, baby, you can turn me on. Turn me on. Baby, you can turn me on. Ooh, baby, you can turn me on. Baby, you can turn me on. Well, baby, you can turn me on.
Welcome back to Ye Old Gutter Trash.
Hello.
Hi, pal.
Hello.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
So Christmas stories.
Yeah?
Anything?
Nope.
Did you get anything cool for Christmas?
Nope.
Oh, man.
I got 2 inhalers.
Oh, hey, you're going to live longer.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know if I've talked about on the show yet about how the inhaler that I use to live is being taken off the market at the end of December.
Right.
So I've been trying to stockpile.
So you can live a few more months.
So I can live a few more months until apparently the replacement inhaler gets released to the market, which is for some reason they didn't have that ready to go the day after the original is being pulled. But
Seems like for safety reasons they'd want a little bit of overlap.
You'd think. You would think. Yeah. Because there's a lot of people like me who can't afford to go to a doctor or prescriptions for useful medicine that this is the only thing we have to rely on.
Right. So everyone that you stockpile is taking a week off of somebody else's life.
Yeah.
Because they go into the store and they're sold out. So yeah, it's a no-win situation.
Except for the fact that I don't think people... I think that people who don't even have asthma are stockpiling these and then reselling them at inflated prices.
Oh, jeez.
Because in my search, I wound up buying 2 more online from a drugstore, online, whatever. But like, I went on eBay, just curious.
Right.
And people were selling like lots of 4 of them for like $200.
Which is considerably more than retail.
Yeah. Considering that normal price is about $20 per.
Wow.
Yeah,
so that's
one.
like 3 times the retail.
Yeah. So, way to go, fuckheads, for killing all the asthmatics in the world.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, that really sucks.
Yeah. But, yeah, I had 2 that I had stockpiled earlier in the month, and my mom bought me 2 for Christmas. So, the 2 that I've got coming via the mail, I should have about 6 months worth at least.
Oh, there you go.
So,
well, hopefully the other one's out by then.
hopefully.
Is there something in those inhalers that people can use to make some sort of illicit drug, or is this just...
It's because it's aerosol.
Okay.
And, apparently it's illegal to have aerosol. There are drugs with aerosol in it, but you can still have
like whippets
hairspray and whippets and Cheese Whiz and whatever else uses aerosol.
I did a line of Cheese Whiz before I came over. That's why I'm in such a good mood. Well, that's too bad. But, yeah. At least you got a few.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I got clothes that I needed. I got a pair of sweatpants.
Hey, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I got jammies that are like kind of like sweatpants.
Right.
Maybe we could try our new sweatpants on and go out on the town.
Nope. My sweatpants, the only time that they have ever seen outside is the trip from my parents' house to this house.
Yeah.
They are never leaving the walls of this apartment ever again.
What if you move?
Then that will be the only other time.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'll just burn them and buy something else.
Well, that's what sweatpants are for.
Yeah. But yeah, I just like having them for just lounging around the house. But we'll never step foot outside.
Right. I don't really care. Like, I see where you're coming from with sweatpants rule. Like, other than the one time I wore them over here to be funny,
right.
I would never wear sweatpants outside. Like,
right. Or should you?
Maybe to like go out and like roll the garbage can out. Maybe, but even but it doesn't really bother me when I see it. It's just not. It doesn't impress me either. I'm somewhere between bothered and impressed when I see it. Closer to bothered, but
I got a new wallet.
Oh yeah.
So my old one was falling to pieces.
Did they at least put money in it?
They put $1.
Okay. Well, yeah, you can't give an empty wallet. So.
Apparently you can't, and that was an issue.
Yeah.
Because I unwrapped the wallet, and I was trying to, because it came in a weird package where it was like rubber banded into the package.
Right.
And I couldn't figure out how to open it, and my dad was like, "Oh, so did you get any money on that?" I was like, "Oh, no, I don't think so." And my mom freaked out and grabbed it from me and ran to to her office to stick $1 in it.
Was she the one that bought it for you?
Yeah.
Did she not know the rule, or she forgot?
She knew the rule.
She forgot. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've always heard that.
Yeah. So I did get $1 in it.
Sweet.
After the fact.
That's cool.
Gift certificates.
Yeah. Seems like this is the year of gift certificates.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's what people do now.
Yeah, I got them pretty much from, my brothers anyway. My brother got the one brother who we've exchanged gifts with, he got me a gift card for Best Buy.
No.
And my mom and dad got me some Speedway gas cards, which will last me about a week.
Wow. Yeah.
But hey, that's a week I don't have to pay for gas.
That's cool. That's cool. That's more than the dollar's worth of your wallet. You know,
Yeah,
the dollar. You know, I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
That's better than a wallet with a
yeah.
dollar.
I'm certainly not saying anything bad about the gift card.
Oh yeah,
I like the gift card.
I like the gift card.
Yeah.
Because then, I mean, you don't like if someone buys you something you don't like. Sometimes if it's like, especially if it's a family member, you know, you have to keep it because they're always over and they're like, you know, oh, you don't have that thing hanging up that I bought you. You don't have that, you know,
Right.
you don't have that life-size Dudley Moore statue that I bought you.
Right.
You know, so at least you get to pick out whatever you like.
Yeah.
It just seems a little impersonal, maybe.
Yeah. I know I don't like buying them because I wound up buying 3 for Christmas for people. I got my dad one and each of my brothers one, but like, you know, I don't know what else to get them either.
Yeah.
So
I don't think they're that. I mean, like, I bought my mom one and my brother one, but I like attached my brothers to a stack of Glamour Plus comics.
right.
And then I attached my mom's to, I bought her this thing at Big Lots that was like an Elvis coffee mug with like hot cocoa in it. Like packages of hot cocoa. So I attached hers to that. So I think as long as there's something tangible with it, it doesn't seem cheap.
I did wind up getting my dad a sweatshirt as well, just so that there was something else, yeah, and then I could put the gift card in with that box, and you know that was something else.
It's a really good bonus, I think.
Yeah.
Gift card.
And it's like he opened up the package and had the sweatshirt in it, and he was like, "Hey, I need a gray sweatshirt," and like kind of put it down, and I was like, "Oh, there was a second gift in there." The gift card was sitting right on top. He just completely glazed over it. What about you? You got anything good?
Yeah, I got Kathleen bought me some art supplies, which was awesome.
Can I ask this?
Oh, ask away.
Because since it's now after the holiday.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know what you're going to ask, but ask away.
All right. Did she get you a tablet?
No.
Okay.
No.
She had texted me the previous Saturday. Or actually, she called me twice and then texted me when I refused to answer my phone. She asked me my opinion on, do you think Jason wants a digital tablet?
Ooh.
And I wrote back to her and I said, honestly, no. Was I right?
You were right.
Yes.
She actually, I can't remember if it was, I think it was after we opened our presents. She mentioned that. She said she was thinking about buying me a tablet, and she just didn't know if that'd be, because it's, it's not like, I didn't know if you liked the flavor apple or cherry, so I bought you both Kool-Aids, Right. I mean, it's like an expensive thing, so she wanted to make sure it was something that I would like, and, I told her, I was like, it seems like something I should like, and I realize that, it's probably an amazing, awesome thing, and, like, it, me as being half hippie should support, not wasting paper, and, like, there's all these reasons to do it, but I would rather just not ever do it.
Why not?
It's just not my thing.
Well, I mean, I want one, but, I'm kind of, more technologically curious than you are. But yeah, I mean, I don't, other than, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Like, when would I ever need one?
Yeah, like, well, I mean, God, I don't know.
I know exactly what you're saying. No, I'm not sure what you're saying. You're saying, like,
I don't.
There's no reason to do it.
There's no reason to have one.
Right.
I mean, you do what you do. You do it well. You have a scanner.
Yeah.
I mean, you're the kind of guy that likes to get his hands dirty with ink.
I do.
You're very old school, I think, when it comes to art and cartooning.
Yeah.
So, and I don't. Like I said, I would want one, but also I'm totally okay if I never get one.
Right.
And I don't think it's entirely necessary to have one.
Yeah.
To do the kind of things that we do.
Yeah, I'm not I mean, I'm not curmudgeonly about it. I think it's neat, and obviously it works really well for some people, and like I said, environmentally, I'm sure it saves a lot of. I mean, of course, I'm sure there's a lot of environmental costs in manufacturing those kind of things, but still, I'm sure overall it's less wasteful. But yeah, it's just I don't know. I don't really. I like pen and paper. I don't really need it. So I'm glad. Yeah, thanks for. I think she was already leaning towards that because she knows me pretty well, but I've never really talked to her about stuff like that.
Right. So when I told her that, she was like, "Yeah, it's pretty much what I was thinking." But, she just wanted my opinion on that too. So
yeah, she bought me a couple of sketchbooks and some Bristol paper and some brush pens and some watercolor pencils.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm gonna go to town with that shit.
Sweet.
That's more up my alley.
Yeah.
And I got some jammies.
Yeah.
And I got some gift cards.
Anywhere cool?
I got Ajanta and Christopher's.
Those are places you go right away.
Yeah, I've already eaten. I got them yesterday, and I've already eaten 2 meals on my gift cards. I ate breakfast and lunch at Christopher's today. And I told him, I was like, I might be back for supper. I've got gift cards. But I think that was it. Those 2 places. And my brother and his wife, they gave me cash. They're like, we didn't know what you want. I was like, cash works.
Yeah, cash is also never look down cash.
You never have to wait in line at Target to return cash.
Exactly.
I wanted the blue cash, not the green cash. I feel sorry. My brother's wife, Melanie, had to be at Walmart at 5 a.m. today for sucks. All the returns and everything.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, I'm sure that was fun. But I thought she worked only in the cash office because we've tried to devise a Walmart cash office heist,
Right.
But
you really want me to say that on something that's going to record?
No, but nobody listens this far in.
Okay.
Oh my God, she told me stories too yesterday. This is crazy. She said I guess there's a lot of people that they haven't mastered the art of counting and they work with a lot of cash.
Right.
She said I guess you can cash checks at Walmart.
Yeah.
And she said just a couple weeks ago a guy came in and he had a check for $158. And the lady that cashed it, that works at Walmart, accidentally paid him $958. They counted out $800 more in bills to this guy than was on his check. And I can only imagine the look on his face as he's watching them lay down, hundreds. They're not stopping. It's like a jackpot machine. And that lady didn't get fired. And then there's another guy that people would buy. They would take bad checks and buy gift cards from the I think it was from the entertainment section, the digital section.
Right.
And he sold gift cards to the same people 5 times, and they wrote bad checks every time, and he never ran them through to see if they were valid or anything, because they can just scan them right there. And all these people still have jobs there. They're just oh well, yeah, I guess you shouldn't next time, try not to pay them $800 more than you're supposed to.
And I'm gonna guess that the guy who got the extra $800 didn't say, "Whoa, what are you doing?" He just let them continue doing it and walked out, right?
Yeah, he was like, whoa. He's like, I need some smaller bills. You're just giving me all hundreds. Yeah, he never came back.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
That is insane.
Merry Christmas to that guy.
Yeah, seriously.
Since it's Walmart, why not? Fuck him.
It's kind of
he probably deserves it as much as Walmart does.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm on that guy's side.
Yeah,
100% I'm on that guy's side.
If I went to a little credit union or something, and they do that, I'd feel bad. But yeah, fuck Walmart.
Yeah. I also got my friend Amanda got me some Blu-rays and the video game.
Ooh. Yeah. What Blu-rays?
I got Green Lantern Emerald Knights. It's like the anthology direct Blu-ray animated thing that they put out around the time of the movie.
Yeah.
And then I got Batman Under the Red Hood.
Ooh, yeah. Sweet. That's about him doing... it's back when he did work on Sanford's pickup truck.
Yep.
Yeah. His day job.
Yep. It was just mostly like me and Amanda did that on Friday, and then my family thing was yesterday. Went over to my parents' house around 11, did our gift exchange there, had breakfast, sat around watching Indiana Jones movies.
Awesome.
And then my brother and his family showed up around 4, had dinner, did their gift exchange. They left around like 9:30, and I went home shortly after.
Yeah. Ours was same, just really, really chill.
There.
Like we just hung out and ate. And I didn't buy a lot of presents this year, and I didn't get a lot of presents. Like I just traded with basically with my mom and my brother and my girlfriend.
Yeah.
So it was cool.
Yeah, that's essentially what I did, except for the girlfriend part.
Yeah.
But it was Christmas. I slept a bit.
You slept through it?
I did.
Yeah.
Shortly after dinner, I sat on the chair and took like a 2-hour nap.
Nice. We didn't watch any Christmas movies or anything.
Yeah.
But this was weird. My aunt sent my mom a Christmas gift, and she opened it because my aunt lives in Kentucky, and my mom opened it was a DVD, and she was like, "Oh, I think it's a Christmas movie of some kind." She's like, "Maybe we'll watch that, while we're opening presents or something."
Right.
And I looked at it, and it was A Christmas Story, the Ralphie BB gun flagpole. Right. And I was like, "Oh, it's A Christmas Story, Mom."
Yeah.
The one that they always show like 24 hours a day. And she's like, "Huh, what?" She had never even heard of the movie A Christmas Story.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. It's almost a 30-year-old movie.
Yeah. And it's not like, Suspiria. It's like
right. Yeah. It's a Christmas Story.
It's on TV,
yeah,
as much as any other movie.
It was on yesterday, at least twice.
Yeah.
At least.
Oh,
twice.
I'm sure it was on.
I'm sure it was on
a dozen times.
Right.
Yeah. Like on some channel.
On TBS.
Yeah, probably.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Because when my dad was switching channels to find something to watch, I saw that 2 showings in a row of A Christmas Story were up on the channel guide. So it was on at least twice, probably 12 times.
I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
Yeah. It's pretty weird. So yeah, she still hasn't watched it, but maybe I'll watch it with her this week.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. I did all my Christmas shopping on Thursday. I would say 95% of all my Christmas shopping was done on Thursday.
Impressive.
I had bought one thing for Amanda the week before, and then everything else for everybody was bought Thursday.
Did you run around like crazy, or did you do one-stop shopping?
I went to 3 stores.
Yeah,
I went to Macy's to buy my mom her gift. Signed up for a Macy's card there so I could get a discount on it. And then I figured I honestly didn't think I would get approved for it, but I did. So, I called my mom from there to see if there was anything else I could get for my dad while I was there. Just so I could give him something other than the gift card.
Right.
So I'm talking to my mom. She's like, "Well, why are you at Macy's?" I was like, "Buying Christmas presents." "Well, what are you buying?" Christmas presents. Because the only reason I was there was to buy her Christmas present.
You think she just didn't understand that, or she was just trying to figure out what you were getting her?
I don't think she understood that. Because my dad told a similar story yesterday, where a package arrived via UPS at the house. And my mom, it was a gift that my dad had ordered for my mom. And my mom kept saying, well, open the box. Open it up. I want to see what's in it. And my dad told her no.
She was just playing dumb. She wanted to know. She wanted to know.
Nope. She just wants to know what everyone's doing.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's Christmas time.
No, I don't think it has anything to do with it.
Okay.
I think she just needs to know what everyone is doing. Every time I tell her that you and I are hanging out, she wants to know exactly what we are doing. And I don't want to tell her because exactly what we do is boring.
Yeah.
And not story-worthy.
We can sit in a room and talk for an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, that was pretty much Christmas for me as well. Just, food and a little bit of presents.
Yeah. And then I came home yesterday after spending at least 12 hours with my parents and family to my dark, empty, and alone apartment. And there's that holiday depression I've been looking for, and haven't shook it since.
Aw. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Not your fault that I know of. I'm tired of being alone.
What, do you think it would have helped if it would have snowed on Christmas?
Nope.
Maybe that little Christmas cheer?
No. Because I just told you the reason why I was upset.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I thought maybe like
snow doesn't make for company. Snow doesn't make for a loved one to curl in bed with after a long day.
Well, yeah.
So, but you're an asshole sometimes.
What? Because I like snow?
Well, yes.
No, I mean not as like not saying like snow is a good replacement for a loved one. I'm just saying like it always just like makes Christmas so much more enjoyable when it's like a nice pretty.
No, I hate snow.
Yeah,
I absolutely hate snow. I don't want it to snow ever.
Who hates snow?
I do.
Oh.
I just told you.
But it's so pretty.
No,
so pretty.
It's dirty. It's inconvenient. It's life-threatening. There is nothing good about snow. It's cold.
It is. It is chilly. That
People
snow is
die in
cold.
it.
People die
all
in
the time.
People die in the sunlight. Haven't you ever watched a Western?
That's why I don't go outside.
So you just hate weather?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I can see where you're coming from. Well, watch out because I've heard it may snow tomorrow night. Don't know if it's true.
Better not. Or you're getting punched.
I didn't pray for snow. I didn't slip Jamie Simpson a 20 or anything. Local weatherman for those out of town.
And your girlfriend's arch nemesis.
Yeah, that is her arch nemesis. Oh, I'll have to tell you a Jamie Simpson story when we're done.
All right.
Can't tell it on
All right. May have heard it already.
No, I haven't told anybody yet.
All right.
It's a very personal.
Yeah, I may have heard this already.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but
Okay.
we'll talk about it. What was I gonna... yeah, I don't know. Thursday night, I, done shopping and everything. I was exhausted. I figured I'll watch a little Community before I just completely pass out.
Yeah.
And it wasn't on. It was the worst television show that I have ever seen in my life.
Mike and Molly?
No. Actually, none of that's true. It was the worst television show I've ever seen. It's actually called Cold Case. It's a police procedural.
No, never heard of that one.
Where this cop investigates cold cases. by gathering new evidence.
Like years old, closed cases.
And every case comes with its own era-specific soundtrack, and it is terrible.
Oh no.
But no, this was the worst game show I had ever seen. It was like Last Man Standing or something like that. And basically there's a guy in the middle of an arena or something.
Yeah.
Who is surrounded by like 10 contestants. Other contestants. He's a contestant as well.
Right.
And he has to pick one, and they have a trivia battle. And whoever loses gets dropped through the floor.
Into, like, lava?
You never see what's down there. But,
so they're both, like, standing in the center?
like there's the one guy in the center, and then there's a circle around him. And each person, even the guy in the middle, is standing on a platform that, when they get a wrong answer, opens up, and they fall through.
That's awesome. It seems cool.
It was retarded.
Oh. It seems very, like, cartoony.
Yeah.
It was like Bugs Bunny or something. Was the trivia at least interesting?
No.
So
it was dumb trivia, too.
Yeah. That makes it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too bad. Yeah.
So, yeah, it's pretty much my life.
Yeah.
Just crushing loneliness and bad TV.
Doesn't make for a good, pair, I guess, probably. Doesn't make for a good, like...
Nope.
Yeah, sorry.
Not your fault.
Whoa. Oh. What was I gonna say something. Can't remember. I lost it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the game shows in general. I can watch a Jeopardy, maybe.
I can watch a Jeopardy.
Yeah.
I like a Jeopardy.
There's some, interesting facts.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Right, yeah.
But, yeah, usually, not so much. My mom watches Wheel of Fortune. I live with my mom right now. And I walk in the house a lot when she's watching Wheel of Fortune, and I just don't even like the sound of the wheel. There's nothing about that is enjoyable.
I will watch a Wheel of Fortune when I'm at my parents' house because they do.
Yeah.
Much rather would watch Jeopardy, which they also do watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I'm no fan of Wheel of Fortune, but it's probably the least offensive of the game shows around.
Yeah, it's not as there's not as many buzzers and annoying explosions, but yeah.
I've had a couple of days where I haven't been at work, so I've been at home during the day the past week here. And I've seen some awful daytime game shows. Apparently they've revived Let's Make a Deal.
Really?
Yeah. And that is beyond dumb.
Is there a hip famous host?
Wayne Brady.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I like that guy.
Yeah. And then of course, Price is Right, I think, has been one of those game shows that I never got why people like it.
I loved it when I was a kid, but it was because of how fast paced and action packed and all these. There's 1,000 different games in the middle of that game show. But I don't. I could never watch it again. I'd be fine.
Yeah. I'm sorry that to the listener and to you.
Yeah.
That I am this way for this episode.
No. Oh, you're fine.
Nah,
you're fine.
I'm not. I am not.
It'll snow tomorrow and it'll put you in a happy mood. Oh, wait, no, that's not going to happen. Well, at least, I was going to ask too, did you happen to read The Red Wing yet?
No.
Oh, okay. Let's say we could briefly talk about it. I mean, although I don't mind, I almost just don't want to talk about a book that I just hate.
Right.
But at the same time, if we both read it, maybe, at least we wouldn't spend a whole episode talking about it.
Yeah, just a small discussion.
Yeah.
I'll try to read it after I finish reading whatever I'm going to pick next week.
Yeah. Well, don't force yourself.
Yeah.
Like, if you never read it, you're probably better off. So.
I'm going to read it because I'm really curious after your description of it. And you did lend me it, so.
I also like, as they were coming out, like, Doogie was in Mavericks, and he saw it, and he's a huge Darrow fan. He loves Jeff Darrow. Like, and he always looks at the stuff that looks similar. Like, he loves Shrink Quietly.
Right.
And I know he was even looking at the Juan Jose Rip Wolverine story. He's like, wow, it looks like Darrow. And I was like, yeah. And he was looking at what Red Wing, because, like I said, it kind of has that Frank Quietly, Jeff Darrow kind of feel to it. And he was like, that looks really neat. And so when I bought the trade, I read it, and then asked him, I was like, did you want to read Red Wing? Because I know you were looking at it. You know, we just never had number one by the time he saw it. So he didn't buy any of them. And I was like, I got the trade if you want to read it. And I let him read it. And I was like, but you know, just to give you a heads up, I was like, maybe lower your expectations, because I thought it was fucking terrible. And he was like, oh, okay. And he read it, and then, like, the next day he called me and he was like, yeah, that Red Wing book? He was like, wow, you were right. That was fucking terrible. And I was like, see, like, I wasn't trying to influence him. I just wanted to, like, warn him, so maybe, you know, he wouldn't be as disappointed as he was reading it. Right. So I'm curious, because I don't know anybody else that's read a single issue of it other than me and him, so I'm curious. Yeah, maybe we're just wrong, you know.
I'll definitely try to give it a read this next week or so.
That's cool.
Let you know at least off the air what I think of it. Well, I think by now this is definitely a cliffhanger for the listener.
Yeah,
they want to know.
Oh, yeah. This. They're probably biting their nails right now.
Right.
Maybe even their toenails. Don't do it, listener. That's disgusting. You don't know where that foot's been.
I think at this point I'm definitely looking forward to reading it.
I hope you legitimately like it and can tell me reasons that I should like it too. I really do, but I don't expect that at all.
Right. Well, judging by your opinion and apparently Doogie's opinion and my opinion of the guy's previous work, you know, maybe there's not a lot to look forward to here.
Yeah.
But
you've never read The Shield, his comic? No. Okay. Because I've heard good things about that one. Yeah. That's the only one I've heard good things about. Yeah. Does he do FF too, or is that somebody else?
That's him.
Okay. Yeah. People seem to like that too.
FF, Fantastic Four, Secret Avengers? No.
Avengers Prime, maybe?
No. It's the one with, it's like the kids.
Children's Crusade?
No.
Academy. Avengers Academy.
No.
Man, there's too many Avengers books. New Avengers, 6 hours later. Astonishing Avengers, Diabetic Avengers.
Shit. Secret Warriors.
Okay. That's him, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was Avengers related even.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Wow. They've run out of, they have to not even use the word Avengers. They've made so many Avengers comics. I thought that was about the, like, Matt Tracker and Miles Mayhem. No, they're the Secret Raiders.
Yeah. What? Secret Raiders.
I think it's in the theme song. I think they say, like, Secret Raiders or something. I don't know. I might be completely wrong. We'll Google it.
Alright.
Well,
you got a movie?
I got a movie.
Yes.
You know, just to counteract all this estrogen, strong female characters, my ass. You never even saw their areolas. Super disappointed. So I figured we need something testosterone based. So we are gonna watch Outrageous Fortune.
Sweet.
With Shelley Long and Robert Duvall. I don't know who's in that.
Nick Nolte.
Bette Midler. Nick Nolte is one of those two.
I don't know. Yeah.
No, the new Conan.
The Conan Can't Stop.
Conan Can't Stop.
The documentary about his time away from not being on there.
Yeah, because you know it's testosterone fueled.
Right, well, you grew that beard.
Yeah, he did grow a beard. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Probably is. Andy Richter's pretty manly.
Yeah,
No, not that. The guy with the sword.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold. No, not the Arnold. The other guy. One of the, the little kid that's Conan.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
The one that just came out this summer.
Is it's just called Conan the Barbarian?
Yeah.
Or is it just called Conan?
I think it's just called Conan the Barbarian.
Okay.
But mostly just Conan. Yeah.
Conan. Yeah. Yeah, let's watch Conan.
All right.
I heard he kills stuff.
Yeah, he's got the sword and the muscles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
I kind of like Conan.
Yeah.
At least I used to read the comics.
I've read a stack of Conan comics.
Yeah.
Not all of them by any means.
Same.
And we both have to draw Conan eventually. No, we're not. No, maybe not. Oh, maybe not. Who knows? Whatever. I'll draw a picture of Conan and put it on my blog.
You have drawn a picture of Conan.
Oh, that's true.
It was repaneled.
Yeah, repaneled. Yeah. So yeah, this will be cool.
All right.
Conan.
Looking forward to it. I've been wanting to watch it. Have not heard a single good thing about it.
Yeah, me neither.
But fuck those people.
I
Make up our own minds.
I thought the trailer looked good. I saw the trailer months and months ago.
Yeah.
Thought it looked good. Ron Perlman's in it.
Yeah.
He's always awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know if he plays a major, I know he plays a major role, but I don't know if he's present a lot.
Right.
So, we'll see.
Yeah. Looking forward to it.
Awesome.
All right. And, yep, that's it.
Yep.
Yeah. I guess, have a happy new year.
Yeah.
Because, we'll, won't talk to you until after that.
Really?
Yeah.
What is today? 27th.
It's 26th.
What's, this Saturday is New Year's Eve. Wow.
New Year's Eve.
Wow. Yeah, that's coming up.
Yeah.
Fast. Crazy. Well, Happy New Year's to everybody.
Happy New Year's to everybody. It's the last one. It's the last one, people.
Oh, yeah, this is our last New Year's Eve ever.
Yeah. So,
Well, like Albert Einstein said, the past, the present, future is all just a persistent illusion. So let's just live in the past.
all right. Good night.
Good night.
You can subscribe to Gutter Trash at iTunes or directly at guttertrash.net. If you go to iTunes, please leave us a review. You can email us at eric@guttertrash.net or jason@guttertrash.net. For more info, you can find us on Facebook, or you can go to seanborn.net or buyerbeware.guttertrash.net. Listen to our sister podcast, League Night, at league.guttertrash.net. Thank you for listening. Until next time.